When you're looking at elementary children, motivation is key to our success. When students are motivated to learn, motivated to read, they will become very successful in life.
I feel like I've crossed the barrier, or like that I've finished first place like in a track meet, that I just have the ribbon with me. And so like it's motivating, and some other things that I like to add, that when I feel motivated, I think, wow, I want to do that again.
The Millionaires Reading Club is a 3-year-old program that we have at Benson. The first week of school, we made sure that all the students went through the library and were familiar with our new program.
Before, we would have students check out only, say, 2 books. Now, with the Millionaires Club, students are finishing those books a lot faster. So instead of just 2 books, even 3 books. I even have students that, okay, go ahead and get 4 books, because they're finishing those books a lot faster. They're wanting to meet they want to get in words, and the circulation's a lot than before.
We do have banners that portray our Millionaires program, as of course, as anyone knows, you're not going to become a millionaire and read 1,000,000 words right away. So we have bulletin boards that start with 50,000 words, for our little ones, our kindergartners or first graders. They might not reach 1,000,000 words at the end of the year, but they need a starting point.
Well, we have different incentives. When they meet a certain goal, we give them certain incentives. But one of the biggest incentives is our shirt right here. Once they reach 1,000,000 words, they go ahead and get a free shirt, and they get to wear it on Wednesday. And all the millionaires, get to wear their shirt, and they're identified as they have read 1,000,000 words. Also, as a classroom, all the classrooms that reach 1,000,000 words as a class get to celebrate in a cake. We give them a cake. We take the logo of the Millionaire shirt and we put it on the cake, and they get a Millionaire cake for reaching their goal.
I feel excited because I made the Millionaire words, and we get to go on a limo ride and eat, and it's exciting to get this reward. It makes me feel proud because I was the first girl, and it also makes me feel really happy about myself that I got 1,000,000 words. Now I have 4,000,000, and it also makes me really excited.
So all our students, they get to take a picture. So we have some dollar bills, from springboards that we utilize. And as students progress through reading throughout the year, they go from a 50,000, bulletin board to 100,000 words, 250,000, 500, 750,000 words, and ultimately 1,000,000.
Students get to keep track of what they're doing. Also, teachers get to keep track of what they're doing. So it's what they use this for is to basically identify where they need to be at and how much they need to get to. So this is very critical when it comes to how much more words I need, how many more books I need. Am I increasing my goal? Am I getting better? And so this is just their tracking device for meeting their goal and achieving it as well.
To make sure I make it into the Millionaires Reading Club, I really put some effort in the Millionaires Reading Club, and I try to read at least 30 minutes a day.
We have been an exemplary campus, for a few years in a row. Now that we have our new STAR program, the STAR test for the state, it is at a more rigorous level. So students, as they read with our Millionaires program, of course, they are reading at their level, because we have to give them, a test, and they read within their level.
I know words from the Millionaires Reading program that I wouldn't know if I would have to use a dictionary to know those words. But since I read, I know those words by memory already, so it helps in my test, and in other subjects, for some reason, it also helps.
Now, students don't stop at just 1,000,000, which is awesome. Some kids are already at 4,000,000, and we're almost towards the end of the year. Of course, we have 2 months to go. And our very first year, we had 50 millionaires.
I do like going to the library, and I made the Millionaire 3 years in a row, so I'm proud of myself. The Millionaires Reading Club motivates me to do better in school because it helps me learn new words, and it also helps me do better in other subjects.
Now, I had a few parents that did call me the first week, and they wanted to know what the Millionaires program was all about because they had never seen their children so motivated.
For the parents to understand that it is definitely a positive for the children. Once the community understands and they're aware of the program, because a lot of people are not aware of the Millionaire program, they gladly come and they support, and we have received funding for our trophies for this school in particular, and that was Mr. Phillips, and we are very thankful for that. And we go out and we share this program with everybody, and I think that it's definitely something that we are thankful for, and we want to thank Ms. Swaswa for bringing this program to Benson and making it accessible to our children.
Pretty much I do want to thank, Johnny Lopez for starting the Millionaires program. Some people, might be doing the Millionaires and they really don't know exactly where it started. It started with a librarian in an elementary campus, in South Texas that had the idea, and now it's, he actually created all the different, pieces for the Millionaires program and made it what it is today. So thank you.
Before we had the Millionaire program, a lot of students were not using our library, and now that we have the Millionaire program, our circulation has just like sparkled, and a whole bunch of students go in there.
I like being in the Millionaire Club because I like poetry, and poetry is more easy to read because, I'm used to reading a lot.
Being in the Millionaires Reading Club makes me smarter and proud.
I feel impressed because, sometimes I just feel like if I'm gonna be a millionaire.
They love reading now, it's just so different because back then, they would just take out the book and they would just carry it, look at the pictures, and they wouldn't do anything with the book. And now they do read it, and they're motivated to read it and get those words and the word count, and they're excited to become a Millionaire reader.
I feel like a star.
Me too. I feel impressed of the work I did.
I feel happy, excited, and awesome. When I read a book, it makes me feel like I'm in the book.
The kids that have the highest word count and read the most are more likely to pass the test. And then we kind of look at their CPD level and their GE level, and then we notice that we need to make sure that we're using that appropriately and making sure that we advance the students as they go and make sure that we're moving up in their reading level, because that really does help in the start. And the higher they're reading, we know that they're reading more words and they're more likely to pass the exam because they're exposed to so much more vocabulary. And genres is out there, it's one of the questions from the STAR. So yes, it correlates a lot. Being in the Millionaire program really correlates with the STAR, and we see a lot of success and growth in their reading.